Hey everyone, what's up? Mr. Scumfrog here. Here's a little update of my RODI unit. I don't know if I talked about this before, but I added this little nipple here. There's that T, it's 3/4 inch pipe, and it tees off to a 1/2 inch pipe. You can buy those, you don't have to buy reducers. There's a little like 6-inch nipple, if you will, with a spigot, so I can turn that off if needed. My water comes in, boom, I have my ball valve. I can turn the water on. It goes through the red, and it goes into cartridge 1, then 2, then 3. Then it goes over here through a chuck valve. It goes through the membrane. Then it breaks off to blue and black. The blue line is, well, that's good water for now. The black line's waste line, and that just follows up here, right there. And this exits the house. It's just tied into my water heater. So all I had to do was just kind of put this little thing here. This is all kind of unnecessary for the most part. But, so that just exits the house. I was thinking about adding some like outdoor tubing, poke some holes, I don't know, water the grass, I guess, or something. So then the blue line comes out right into this cartridge here. There's a TDS meter that, sorry about the weird angle, I don't have much room. It goes to the DI resin, and the TDS measures before and after. I just ordered another one of these, so it goes out of here into here, and then from here it goes out, it follows along, and it goes to this, there's a float switch in there. So once the water gets a certain height, it turns the system off, and that's like an emergency release, if you will, an emergency drain in case the float switch fails, the water won't overflow, and it just kind of goes down here into my pan. I thought about putting it into this pipe and tunneling it outside, but that's kind of a sharp turn to make. Maybe I can get a fitting and just throw some tubing in there, I don't know. So I added this, I have the TDS meter on the first RI resin, so even though it's going through 2, when it'll read it here. Once it gets about 3/4, there's a little bit left of this. I can just kind of put the new one onto there and then refill this one or something. But so that's that. If I was doing something different when I started this, and I can still do that, I might still put a T on here and feed some to this bottom barrel and add a float switch there. So when I'm making water for the top, if I want to make some for the bottom, I could just move the T and just put some water in there. So this, I have 1-inch piping with a bulk valve going to this T, and then this is a union ball valve. And the pipe that goes right into the water. And I have a lid here with a hole in it that the pipe goes through because I want to keep bugs out of this water. But it's just going under the surface, so when I open this up and I can hear the water draining, once I stop hearing the water, I can turn it off because I know it's getting close to the top. Or I could just take the lid off. Really, I just unscrew this pipe kind of, I can move it and then I can take the lid off. I have this going here, and there's another ball valve with some tubing for top-off water, just straight RODI water. But what I did to here, I added a 1/2-inch barb fitting on both sides, and this is a threaded 1/2-inch ball valve. Just because how I had it before, I would open this ball valve and I would just drain water into a container, and then I would turn it off. Well, water would be trapped in here. So I had to kind of like milk it, and kind of manipulate it so water could pour out fully. Now I can just open that, open this, drain some water, turn it off here, and leave water in here. I can leave this dangling. I might put like a clip or something I can just hang it with. So maybe something else I might have done different. I could still do it. I have some 2x4 scraps. I could just lift this off the ground a little bit with a piece of plywood and some 2x2s, so it's a few inches off the ground. Maybe put some a uniseal at the bottom with a ball valve, and a nipple or something, so I could just throw tubing up to that, maybe a pump to pump it out or something, or just, you know, a drain if I need to drain it. No, it's really unnecessary. I was thinking of just lifting it off the ground because, you know, the cement gets kind of cool in the wintertime and it'll conduct less coolness to my water, I guess. I don't know. But, you know, I'm really pleased with the system here. If you have any questions, shoot an email. And this is a bulk rig supply, RODI. It's a 5-stage, but, you know, I just added this canister today. And when I start this up, you'll get air sort of in here, so you just slightly unloosen it and water will fill up, and then you can just tighten it again. But that is my system. I hope you like it. If not, do a thumbs up anyways. And thanks for watching.